The Formula One world is buzzing with the latest scandal involving Christian Horner, the team principal of Red Bull. He has been accused of inappropriate and controlling behavior by a female colleague at the Austrian team who filed a formal complaint against him. Red Bull has taken the allegations extremely seriously and launched an independent investigation by an external barrister. Horner, however, has strongly denied any wrongdoing and called the claims nonsense in a statement to Mail Online. This is a sensitive and delicate situation for Horner, who has been a loyal and respected member of the Red Bull family since they entered the sport in 2005. He has led the team to 6 constructors' championships and 7 drivers' championships, including a dominant 2023 season with Max Verstappen's 3rd title. He was awarded a CBE in 2020 for his services to motorsport. He is also married to Spice Girl Geri Halliwell and has 2 children with her. But his personal and professional reputation is now under threat, as he faces a hearing on Friday to determine the outcome of the investigation. Some have speculated that the timing and nature of the allegations are part of a bigger plot to undermine his position and influence at Red Bull, especially as the team is preparing for the new season with a new car and pre-testing in the next few weeks. There are rumors that the new owners of the team are not happy with Horner and want to replace him with someone else, possibly Helmut Marko. We will discuss this further in the video, but for now, let us introduce you to the main facts and figures of this controversial case. The alleged incident took place during the Hahnenkamm ski race in Kitzbühel, which was attended by many prominent figures in the F1 world, such as Toto Wolff and Zak Brown. The female employee, whose identity has not been revealed, claimed that Horner behaved inappropriately and tried to control her actions and decisions. She reported the matter to Red Bull, who acted swiftly and initiated an inquiry. Horner, on the other hand, denied any misconduct and said he was confident that the truth would come out. He also said he had the full support of his wife and family. When talking about this matter, the team has issued a formal statement in which they stressed how important it is to take care of it as soon as possible and make sure that it won't be a distraction. In the following period, the letter wrote, "After becoming aware of recent allegations, the company initiated an independent investigation. This investigation, which is already underway, is being carried out by an external specialized lawyer. The company takes these matters extremely seriously, and the investigation will be complete as soon as practicable. It would not be appropriate to take any further comments at this time." The fate of Horner will be decided on Friday, when he and the other parties involved in the investigation will be questioned by the external lawyer. If the allegations are proven to be true, he could face dismissal from his role as the team principal of Red Bull for the 2024 season. His possible successor could be Jonathan Wheatley, the current sporting director of the team. This would be a shocking turn of events for Horner, who was recently honored with a CBE by King Charles III in his New Year's honors list for his services to motorsport. This recognition contrasts sharply with the accusations he is facing. But the sport cannot take such matters lightly and must conduct a thorough and fair investigation before reaching a verdict. The female employee who made the complaint sent her report directly to Red Bull's headquarters in Austria, and it was first revealed by the Dutch newspaper De Telegraaf. The senior management of the team, including the new owners, were also informed of the claim, and some sources suggest that Horner was advised to resign from his position before the situation escalates and damages his reputation and career beyond repair. However, Horner's supporters argue that this is a cheap attempt to oust him from Red Bull, as there is a power struggle within the team after the death of Dietrich Mateschitz, the founder and former owner of the team. The racing operations are now led by Oliver Minel, but the team also receives substantial financial backing from the Thailand-based shareholders. Horner and Helmut Marko are the last remaining members of the original team that entered the sport in 2005, and they may not agree with the new direction that the new owners want to take. Therefore, they may be targeted by some internal enemies who want to get rid of them by any means necessary. This is what Horner's defenders believe, but the truth is that this is a very serious allegation that deserves more attention than it is getting from the media. The fact that Hamilton's move to Ferrari is still dominating the headlines is something that Horner should be thankful for, as his case could have been a bigger scandal if it was not overshadowed by the seven-time world champion's switch. I am not saying that it should get more or less attention. I am just saying that in a period that is usually dull and predictable for the car launches and preseason testing, news like this could have changed the future of Horner in the sport. If he is sacked from Red Bull due to these allegations, he may not find another job in the sport. Think about it. If Horner is found guilty of harassing this female employee, with the German newspaper Bild even reporting that he sent pictures of his private parts to her phone, who would hire him? Yes, he is one of the most experienced and successful team principals on the grid, having won 4 constructors' championships from 2010 to 2013, and 2 more in 2022 and 2023. But an allegation like this is the worst thing that could happen to him right now, when his team is on the rise and he has the chance to cement his legacy as one of the sport's legends. Horner's troubles come at a time when he was seen having a dinner with Sergio Perez, one of his drivers, just days before the allegations emerged in the media. This could have been a meeting to discuss the plans and expectations for the next season and how Perez needs to improve his performance to secure his seat. Horner has a lot on his plate for the upcoming season, as he knows that other teams like McLaren and Mercedes are likely to make a big leap and challenge Red Bull's dominance. From 2025 onwards, with the formidable pairing of Hamilton-Leclerc, Red Bull will have a tough task to defend their title, assuming they win it in 2023. It is very easy to make allegations against a high-profile member of any team, especially in the elite level of Formula One, because the mere fact that Horner will be investigated and taken to court is already damaging his reputation. Even if he is cleared of any charges, that does not mean that all the drama and negativity around his name will disappear. On the contrary, he will always be branded as the team principal who was accused of misconduct, and many people will assume that he paid off the female employee who initiated the case, even though that is very unlikely to be true. A similar thing happened to the Wolff family a few months ago, when the FIA launched an investigation based on rumors that Toto Wolff leaked information to his wife Susie about some developments in the FIA and that there was a conflict of interest between the Austrian-Scottish couple. But even though the FIA dropped the investigation as soon as they started it, Susie's remarks were spot on. Her reputation was tarnished, even though she worked hard to overcome it, and she saw how allegations can be made and can affect her career. As for Horner and Red Bull, the situation is very clear. This matter needs to be resolved as quickly as possible, but with the new ownership of the team and the huge support they have from the Thai shareholders, it is safe to assume that someone wants Horner out of his position, and this case could be the opportunity to dethrone the Brit from his long-standing role. Whether he will survive or not, and whether he will be found guilty or not of these allegations, the investigation will reveal. But until then, we and everyone else should refrain from making comments that would worsen the situation and harm the reputation of Horner and the female employee involved in this case. What do you think? Did Horner do what he was accused of doing? Or do you think that this is a big setup by someone from the higher ranks in Red Bull? Let us know in the comments below.